God mode glitch is back in Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's right, these zombies will not attack you, and you can farm them for weapon XP, master level prestige, gobblegums, and most importantly for God mode, get all your camos completed easily. I'm gonna give you the full guide from start to finish on how to set this up, and more specifically towards the end, how to actually use this effectively, not just have a cool glitch that really doesn't benefit you at all. Let's get it. For the loadout, the only thing you'll need is a Molotov. But do pick a gun that you'd like to advance your camos on because this works really perfect for that. You can also bring a decoy, although that's not necessary. The only augment I would highly recommend would be good old Deadshot Daiquiri. That's dead first, deal double critical damage if an enemy is at full health. Then go into mission, standard or directed. Both will work. There's pros and cons depending on what you want to do. And then I did it in solo, but this should work in a squad as well, but pick solo and good old Terminus. Once you're in the match, progress through the main storyline Easter egg until you get to the Nathan boss fight. If you're already very familiar how to do this, you've ran it a bunch of times, just skip forward in the video until you get the hard drive for the Nathan boss fight. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to walk you through every step to get you there. Whether you're in standard or directed mode, follow the steps given on the screen to activate the Pack-a-Punch machine. From there, I'll guide you. And go and buy dead wire ammo mod for your primary weapon. So take the lift up. Now remember, you already have dead wire ammo mod on your gun. So you're going to face backwards towards the lab. You'll see this first one here. Second one right here, and shoot those with your ammo mod. There you go, there's 3. There's gonna be 2 more. I will show you where those are. Go down this path, around where Juggernog is. There's your 4th and your 5th. That'll open up this door, which will then lead to this little critter here once the lights turn on. Come on. Now, shoot this person. Get that EMF FOB. Head all the way to the top of the C tower here. At the back side of the C tower, don't forget to grab the loose change. You're going to find this, a briefcase with a multi-phasic resonator. Now, if you haven't already, there's 3 laptops you'll need to turn on. So there's one up here by where you start on the map right here. Open that up. There's one across this way. If you've already got the Pack-a-Punch machine, you can just go across. If it's down below, you might need to walk around. Back up the stairs. There's 2 right here. See? Up on this ledge. So this is by the C tower, by the caves where you go, and there's a PhD flopper cave. Hit that one. Now you're good to go. Take that multiphasic resonator back to here. Once you pop that in, you're going to see this big old math equation pop up. So here you can do 2 things. You can either solve the puzzle. The way this works, the vertical is the 10 column. This is the single columns. So if X is 0, you can see that's 0, 0. So X represents 0. So on that math equation, 0. So 2 times 0 is 0 plus 11. The first one would be 11. You can also go pay Peck 5,000, especially if you're in directed mode. Just pay him. It's easier. Let's see. The next one is Z and Y. So Y is this symbol. So it's 2, 0. So that's 20. Y is worth 20. And Z is up here is worth 11. So Z... 2 times 11 is 22, plus 20 is 42 minus 5, that should be 37. And then the last one, and then so Z is 11, so it's 11 plus 20 is 31 minus 0, so 31. Ah, yeah. So once you have solved that puzzle properly, just finish the round, flip over the round to the next one. And that will triangulate that, so then we can grab this. Yeah, so if it's a parasite round, it doesn't flip, because parasites ruin everything in this game. There we go. Now it's ready. Grab a boat and head to this island here on the east with a multiphasic resonator. And you'll start this here. Then just grab these orbs and deliver them back to the big glowing orb. Or you can also kill the zombies inside the orbs like this, if they're the glowing ones, and that'll work too. So just grab the multiphasic resonator and move on. So you can just follow that orb down to the southern island here. Continue the same process. So what I was saying is if you kill him like this, you can do Ether Shroud if you have it. And then once you're in it, you could pick it up and walk it over. So that's the other option if you get in a really bad spot, especially if you're playing solo. Then we'll show you guys the God mode. Start the third one. There you go. That's the last one. Get your ammunition. So now you have all the items for the Beam Smasher. You will head back to the lab and craft the Beam Smasher. Make sure you don't drop your primary gun. There you go. You now have the Wonder Weapon Beam Smasher. There are 4 traps on this map. These guys here. These tentacle traps. And you're going to search each one to see if there is a key card on the ground. There is a key card on the ground. So once you find the one that has a key card on the ground, in this case it was the closest one, it'll move between that one, the one up top here at the spawn, or the 2 down below in the lab. You're going to activate that trap and then shoot the tentacle trap like so. And it'll drop out the hard drive. And so now we have the hard drive. We're going to go give that to Peck up here, back at the spawn. Let's go down below to Nathan. This is where God mode begins, baby. And when you go to Nathan here in the middle, you're going to talk to him. It's going to start this animation. Nathan's having a really tough day. A lot of experiments. Let that go. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You can see right here, you have ability to access the code, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to kill this zombie like this. Use that Molotov that we brought in, throw it on the ground, let yourself start dying, and then just before you die, you're going to access the code. Like that. Now, if we did it right, which we will see, we're going to self-revive here. You have to have a self-revive. If you're playing solo, you'll already have a self-revive. If you're playing with other people, then you can just use them. Now, check this out. You have God mode activated, but the problem is these zombies will constantly run away from you instead of towards you. In some of the earlier God modes, such as the Liberty Falls Bowling Alley one, you could glitch it to where zombies wouldn't hurt you and they would run towards you, meaning it was very, very easy to farm. So the trick is to find a spot that works where when they run away from you, you can still shoot them and not have to search around through the map. Otherwise, it's really inefficient. I'm going to show you 2 different spots, and I think I've found the best spot to do this. The first spot is here in the lab. If you lay down sideways and then turn, when all the zombies spawn, most of them get blocked, but the keyword here is most of them. As you start shooting them, some will actually get by on the leg side. Then they'll wander out into the map, and again, you have to go and find them, which is extremely tedious, inefficient, and just straight up annoying. It's also harder to get headshots like this. That leads us to the best spot, the island in the northwest, way up here. I recommend turning Rampage Inducer on, as the spawns will come in much faster, but when you get here, as long as you wait on the opposite side of this island, all the zombies, I mean every single one of them, will run across to this far edge. This is kind of over by the arsenal machine here. And you can just farm unlimited. Now, a couple things I do recommend, like I said, get Deadshot, upgrade your Pack-a-Punch, etc. And even if you're running an AR, an SMG, put a 3 to 5 times scope on it, because it'll make those shots that much easier. I mean, you can clearly do it with the red dot like I'm doing it, but it's a lot easier with that. Then you can just farm for your afterlife camos, for your golds, for your critical hits, even your opals. But if you're trying to farm manglers or special zombies, I highly recommend putting on directed mode. That way the level doesn't keep advancing as you go up. The only real disadvantage to this is if you want to progress through the Easter egg, you have to go back and fight Nathan. As soon as you touch that keypad again, the second time, it will take you out of that God mode glitch. So at this point, there isn't any way to use this God mode glitch to go fight the boss, for example, if you're trying to do that with buddies or just kind of want to goof off on the game. But let me know if there's any other tips or tricks that you found with this God mode, or let me know if there's any other great glitches that you found in the other maps that maybe nobody's come across. You can always hit me up and join our Discord down below or message me there. But as always, like and subscribe if this video helped you. Share it with a friend that you know would appreciate it. And as always, I will see you live on YouTube. Technically speaking, I'm not in God mode because I can still get hurt. Like if I hit myself with this, if I don't have PhD flopper. But enemies will not and cannot attack me.